Hey, everybody, welcome back to another edition of the Fantasy Football Expo podcast series. That gentleman is Brandon Rojas with Fantasy Huddle. He's got a super cool thing he wants to talk to you all about. So check it out next. All right, we're less than 3 weeks away. Holy cow, my head is exploding, spinning, all the above. It's just this is where it gets real, and but nothing I love more than interviewing some folks coming to the expo as an exhibitor or sponsor, and another newbie we got this year, a new rookie. He's coming, coming in from the expo draft. I guess we'll call it. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, that is Brandon Rojas with Fantasy Huddle. Brandon, great to have you. Excited for you to come to your first expo. Really excited about your scenario here called Fantasy Huddle. How are you? Where are you calling from? Tell everybody who's in the picture behind you because everybody's going to ask.
Yes, this is Marshawn Lynch. Is a cool guy. Actually, when he signed that autograph, I was like 14 years old, and he had a toothbrush in his mouth, and he was like, "Make sure you brush your teeth" to every kid, and so because of
This
him,
is
that's
just
why
at
I
a typical like signing kind of thing, and he had a toothbrush.
yeah, and he was he just decided that day he was gonna have a toothbrush in his mouth, and he was gonna
Okay.
tell everybody, "Hey,
All right. So
make
it
sure you
wasn't
brush
like
your
a
teeth."
dental hygienist expo or something, and he just happened to be there with toothbrush in the mouth. Okay, go.
Nope, it was just Marshawn being Marshawn. He just
That's
is,
it. That's probably the best way. I don't think you could have said it any better. I think we all
yeah.
understand that. It's
Yeah,
Marshawn being
and then,
Marshawn.
like, you see
Yes.
somebody's put up here, this is, like, a classic picture of, like, Richard Sherman accepting Tom Brady, but I got that signed the following day after he got with Aaron Andrews and stuff on TV where he
Oh,
went crazy, with Michael Crabtree, and
yeah.
so
Right. Right. Cool.
classic.
Cool
Yeah.
stuff. All right. Well, Brandon, again, we're excited about Fantasy Huddle coming. We're excited about you to being a part of this. But let's take a
Yes.
few steps back. When did you start playing fantasy football? Who got you into it? What year was it? Like, do you remember that humble beginnings? You don't look like you're that old, and I won't
Yeah.
even guess at your age because they'll be way off. But when did you get started in fantasy
So,
football?
I got started when I was 15.
Okay.
15 or 14 is when I got started. So where I live, I'm in kind of like the soccer friend group. So
Okay.
my friends all kind of started to get into football a little bit later, kind of when the Seahawks started winning and stuff. And so then they started to get into it. I was able to convince them all to join a league together. And so by the time we were 14 or 15, we finally all started playing together. And we've had the same crew, 12 of us, since then. And so it's been awesome playing with them. And now I'm in a tons of leagues with them because we're like, okay, we need to do a keeper league, dynasty league. Oh wait, now we need, and
I
so now
love
we
it.
have like all these leagues and all these rules and we try and make them all completely different, turned into a mess, but yeah.
Cool. Cool
So I've been
stuff.
playing for, in almost 10 years I've been playing.
Okay.
So
See, I told you I wasn't going to try to guess because you look like
yeah.
you're barely 20 years old and you're 21. But I get it. Everybody, some people look younger than they
I'm
do.
one of those people that looks a little bit younger. Well,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was always that way too. My youngest daughter is the same way. She's 30 years old, and I know she's been carded multiple times still for alcohol just because she doesn't even look 21. She's just
Yeah, there's so
very
many
young
times I have
looking.
to go get my passport to even
Yeah,
get in somewhere because they're like, "That's a fake ID." I'm like, "Okay."
you're not 25. Who you
Yeah,
trying to kid? Yeah.
yeah,
I get
yeah,
it. No problem. All right. So now talk about the transition. So you started playing fantasy 10 years ago. You've been playing for 10 years.
yeah.
When did this idea of Fantasy Huddle come about? Tell everybody what Fantasy Huddle is about and why it's beneficial for them to be a part of it,
So
to follow it, to engage with this site.
So kind of what happened is I actually wasn't the first commissioner of the league. I think one of my friends, he was the original commissioner for like our main league, which we still have going. And around 2020 or 2019, there was a lot of like league drama. Every league always goes through that one stage where people thought he was colluding, which, maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I remember I was like, screw this. You know what? Like I wanted to like figure things out. And I was like, just let me be commissioner. And so he added me as commissioner to everything. And I took it really seriously. And I just kind of I gave us like rule books. I started keeping track of all our analytics. I put all our leagues as like public because I knew in the future maybe one day there's like a way I could build a website around our league to keep track of everything, because I never wanted my friends to argue about money, stats, or anything ever again. I wanted everything, no cheating, no anything. Like
Right.
everybody had to hold each other. I was like, we'll just make everything an open book. And so the idea really started for Fantasy Huddle probably like 2021, where I was like, maybe there's something I can make where, our league will have like a website where I have all our stats. Cause I want to know what the stats are between, let's say, myself, Brandon, and you, Bob, right? Like
Mhm.
if we've been playing for 10 years, I want to see how many times we beat each other
Yep.
and see the history. And so that's where kind of the idea of Fantasy Huddle started. But I took no action on it, right? It was always just something that was kind of until this last started to finally start working on it, and had been able to, since we play on ESPN, because it's just like it was easy at the time. Everybody already kind of had the app, and so it was easy to just transition to ESPN. And so our app currently works with ESPN, our application. You just sign in, and you can get all your league history, and you can compare. You can do kind of anything. You have your league rules there. You're voting. So like if you're to vote, then it'll go and it'll pop up, and you can see like what new rules you changed at what time. So people can't be like, "What? I don't know what I voted for." No, you can go back and check. Um, and so like right now we have everything on. We had everything on Google Forms, which gets confusing when you do like 5 votes a year, and then you have now multiple different leagues, so you have like 15 votes a year. It got super confusing, and so I was like, I need to organize this all, and so that's been my whole goal since basically January. I've been working on it super hard
Nice.
to get all of that in one condensed area.
So website, app, both.
It is a website. It is a
Okay.
website, but the nice thing is like we didn't want to fully go out and make an app too, because it'd be a little too expensive to start, and also like the way Apple works, they're a little difficult to deal with,
That's
and
what
so
I've
we
heard.
kind of wanted to avoid that. But the nice thing is like you can just go on your phone and it's completely optimized for your phone,
Yeah. Okay. So
and
it's
then
kind of a web app kind of
yeah, and
thing.
then it'll be ready. Like if we want to now go into creating an app, it'll take a couple weeks, and we have it.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah, but
So the site I assume is Fantasy Huddle, but tell everybody how to spell huddle here because it's not the
yeah,
same.
Fantasy Huddle, HUDL .com
There you
is the
go.
way you go to it. The reason we did that is because we were doing different tests because we know I envisioned an app. And so I sat with, the person who's helped me create this, and we were like sitting there and we were trying like different names for the app, because if you put too many D and another E, Huddle looks a little too long and a little too like jumbled. But if you just keep everything nice, short, and condensed, it looked
Mhm.
perfect.
And I think there is a site that's Fantasy Huddle like spelled out, isn't there already?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if
Okay.
there is.
Because I
Yeah.
know there was a site called the Huddle, but I thought they
Oh,
were the Fantasy Huddle, then they
oh
shortened
yeah,
it.
you're right. There is one called, I think, yeah, like the Fantasy Huddle
Yeah.
something. And then
Yeah.
also
Oh,
with
yeah.
the domain too. I think the domain was really expensive too. If I wanted Fantasy
Yeah.
Huddle,
I
I
can't
was like,
imagine.
I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's not worth it. That's something maybe in the cards in the future or something.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. So you come into your first expo. Tell people. So, how did you find out about the expo? Random? Somebody
Well,
told you? Like, how did this all come about?
yeah, the way I found out about the expos, I was actually on Reddit, and I was just trying to see like if other people would ever try to do this. I'm like looking around everywhere. I'm not really seeing anything, and then all of a sudden there's something called the Fantasy Expo, and I'm like, that's. I was gonna look up next. Like there was like a little ad, and so I started just like dig in more and started to actually watch videos and like from people in the past, and actually reached
Mhm.
out to several of them. So several of them will probably, if they watch this, they'll recognize me because I was in their emails
I
like,
bet
"Hey,
it
was it worth it? Like, what was it like?" And everybody said it
did.
was a great idea, and
Yeah.
so
No, it
that's
definitely is, especially for somebody like you that's wanting to get more users. It's a great thing. We'll have 700 of our closest friends all hanging out with us in Canton, Ohio for the whole weekend. So you'll get to meet a lot of new people
yeah,
that you can show the thing off to, and get people excited about it. And
yeah.
yeah, really,
I
really
think
excited for you to come and do that. Tell folks, like, what do you got planned for your booth? Is it giveaways, drawings, raffles?
what
What are people excited about to come to Fantasy Huddle's booth for?
thing I think I'm really excited to be able to do is, people like the analytics, like kind of what you do, right? The analytics on the players, who's that
Mhm.
sneaky pick. And I think what's really fun for me, at least, and the reason I play with all my friends every year is I like to beat people. I hate losing. And so I think it'll be really
We
fun
all
when people get to come and like put in their leagues. We'll have computers there and you'll be able to connect your leagues real quickly and you'll be able to see like all your league history and see the organization and like all the work that we put into it as well. And so um, it's we'll have that, and then we'll also have something kind of fun planned that we'll keep it a little bit of a surprise when we're there.
okay.
But it'll be yeah, we're excited.
So a question I think probably just popped in my head. I'm sure many did. So does it cost something to sync our ESPN site with your Fantasy Huddle? Is there a fee for that? Is it an
Yeah, so
annual fee?
for all the advanced stats, like or not stats, but for all like the advanced analytics within your league, right? Treating your league almost like you're the NFL, individuals. It's $20 for the whole league for the year.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then,
that's
but
fine. Yeah,
or
sure.
and then there's like there's a free trial period, so you could always just check it out and see if you like it and see if you'll use it. But it's really just yeah, $20 a year for the whole league.
No,
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
we tried to
no,
keep the cost as low as possible so that
sure.
everybody can really look at their league. I mean, I want people. I know there's tons of other commissioners out there like me who are want to keep everything organized, and so that's what I'm creating. And I want everybody to get involved and give the recommendations on what we can fix and expect lots of growth.
Yeah, no, definitely. Are you expecting to then expand to other league management sites like Yahoo, My Fantasy, Sleeper, those kind of ones?
Yeah, so we're currently working actually on Sleeper. Sleeper should be done by the time we get there to
Oh, cool.
Canton.
Okay.
So yeah, and then Yahoo's a little bit harder. The reason for that is I don't know many people that play Yahoo. I don't know if everyone here just does Sleeper and ESPN. So Yahoo, I'm trying to find people who play in those leagues so we can do more testing with it. So Yahoo will probably be done before the end of August. That's our goal.
Yeah.
Um,
So us old people,
yeah.
they'll all play on My Fantasy League. So if you're interested, that might not be a bad one to hit up as well.
Okay.
And I think they're very lenient and flexible with their APIs and stuff like that,
Yeah.
especially for new tools. But there's a lot of the Scott Fish stuff that's on there. A lot of the expert leagues I've been playing in for years are on there.
Is
I
that what
get
you?
it. The younger kids, the sleeper's cool and that's where everybody goes to. But there
Yeah.
is still a lot of leagues that still float on the My Fantasy League world. So definitely check those out as
That was
well
kind of honestly
someday.
another purpose for like the reason I started Fantasy Huddle is like all my friends, every year they're like, okay, let's try this new app to do this. Let's try this new league. And I'm like, well, then we're gonna lose all our league history. So now at least like if we do switch, you can merge leagues and then you can still keep your league history. So if you start on Sleeper and then went to
Yeah.
ESPN and then decide I'm gonna go to Yahoo, eventually you'll be able to just merge all through and then you'll always keep your league history. So
Yeah. Now that would be the cool thing is be able to merge all the leagues together. So like I have a league that we have had since 1985. We did a number of years on My Fantasy League. We have done a long time, probably 15 years now on ESPN. I'm trying to think of, and then do we do NFL.com? We may have done some of that
oh
too.
yeah.
Anyway, but it would be cool to kind of put it all together into one, just again to see all that history, like, as you mentioned, like, my buddy and I, Frank, how many times we played and who's won the most, and
Yeah. Are you the commissioner for your leagues or who does that for you?
what's that?
Who's the commissioner for your leagues that you're in? You? Yeah.
Well, at least for that one, for sure.
Yeah.
But like I said, finding all the history is easier said than done because there's not a
Yeah.
lot of history floating out there in 1985. Because
No,
all that we
that's
from
all pen and
85
paper.
to almost, well, really for probably 10, 15 years, it was all done by hand.
Yeah, we
So
actually
like
have
we have like sheets of paper.
we have my friend's dad who's in there and he's like 55 and he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, back in the day, I mean, I was just writing on pen and paper at school is when we would do it. We'd all get together on Tuesday and write down our stats and
Yeah. Yeah.
keep
We'd get the
track of that.
newspaper, get the old oh shoot, what's it called?
He's not very
Oh,
good though for how much experience he has. I mean, he's always getting last, which is nice because I don't have to do the punishment because I'm always second to last because I'm focusing on other.
you guys have punishments? Oh, that's never good.
No, it's not. It's not. It's actually like it's burnt me because in all my other leagues I play in, like with in college or anything, like I always win once or twice or more.
Mm.
With the leagues I really want to win in against my friends back home, I haven't won once. and
Yeah, it
it's
always
brutal.
seems that way, like, the ones you care less about, you're like, "I'm not even trying this league," and I win the damn thing, and then the ones
Yeah,
you're, like, focused day in and day out,
yeah. I'm like, I'm watching
something just
YouTube all day.
happens that knocks you out.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm buying subscriptions for things. I'm watching YouTube, and I'm still losing. I'm like, this this isn't worth
Yeah.
it.
Sometimes it's just the way the cards fall, players get hurt, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, I hear you. It happens, that's for sure. All right, well, Brandon, thank you again for being a part of this. Once again, tell everybody where they can find, your site, any social media they can follow, and then we'll just take it out from there. So,
Yeah,
again, thank
you
you
can
for being a part of this.
yeah, no, thank you so much. Yeah, you can find us at fantasyhuddle.com. And basically all of our tags are either fantasy huddle or something around that. You'll find it pretty quickly because there's not,
And
it's
it's
pretty
HUDL is Huddle, folks.
HUDL.
So no
Yes.
1D, 1L, 1E. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
all right. Well, again, Brandon, thank you for being a part of this. So,
Thank you.
folks, me, I'm Bob Long, Big Guy Fantasy Sports. Yeah, I am with Big Guy Fantasy Sports. I'm also with the Fantasy Football Expo, and that's what this is about. Get your tickets. If you haven't gotten them, what are you waiting for? We're less than 3 weeks away. We're cutting off online sales on August 4th. So then you have to come and buy it at the door. So don't wait that long. Get your tickets ahead of time. Get everything. So, I would really prefer if you guys all get it by like this Friday, because I have to turn in all of the sizes for the t-shirts to be printed. And so if you don't place your order by this Friday, then I got to guess what your size is, and you may not get your size. So if you're a small or super X or something in between, we may have some extra. We always try to buy extra, but don't take that chance. You might get stuck with a small and you weigh and you're fat like me. Don't do that. It's not worth it. For Brandon Rojas from Fantasy Huddle, I am Bob Lung. Everybody will see you in less than 3 weeks. Take care. God bless. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching. Lock in your 2025 football tickets now at thefantasyfootballexpo.com. Hit subscribe and check out one of these excellent at FF Expo videos next.